The battlefield at Marathon in southeastern Greece are two large mounds called tumuli. That's plural for tumulus or burial mound. The one behind me is the tumulus of the Athenians. It holds the remains of 192 Athenian infantrymen, or hoplites, they were called, who were killed in the Battle of Marathon. Not far away is a second tumulus containing a smaller but unknown number of Plataean hoplites who fought alongside the Athenians. The battle occurred in 490 BCE, that is before Common Era, when a force of about 11,000 Greeks, mostly Athenians, but some Plataeans, attacked and defeated a Persian army more than twice their size. The battle took place on the plain of Marathon, not far from the coastline of the Aegean Sea. And this Greek victory did not end the threat from the Persian Empire, which was larger, wealthier, and stronger by far than the classical Greeks. But it showed the Greeks that the Persians could be beaten, as indeed occurred a decade later when Greek war galleys called triremes destroyed a much larger Persian fleet at Salamis, and subsequently the Greeks again defeated the Persians in the land battle at Plataea. This week we're going to study the organization, military culture, and the tactics that allowed the Greeks to gain such amazing victories like Marathon, and subsequently to conquer much of the known world under Alexander the Great. Next week, we will explore the warrior code of these ancient Greeks. But there's something else that we're going to do both weeks, and indeed throughout the rest of the semester, and that is drill down on the warrior ethos. And this week's discussion, I want you to take a good look at it early on. It involves two videos, and these videos focus really on the kind of tension between determination on the one hand and procrastination on the other. And all of us, I think, struggle with procrastination. I know that some of you are really in thrall to procrastination, and it gives you no end of trouble. That's never going to change, by the way. Either you figure out a way to manage procrastination now, or it is going to manage you for the rest of your life. And I speak from experience because I still struggle with procrastination. I think most people do. When you get to the discussion thread, the instructions, you're going to see how these issues relate to the course, as a college course, as a history of war course, specifically as an example of the warrior ethos. And I want you to pay very careful attention to all of it. I want you to take it to heart. And I want you to share honestly with the other students in your group your feelings about the videos that you're going to watch, your experience with procrastination, what you struggle with, strategies that you've come up with for dealing with procrastination. Ask questions of each other about how to deal with it, and look to one another as colleagues. To look to one another as sort of accountability partners. Because I tell you what, in the military, a lot of what makes things run is a sense of accountability, not just to one's superiors, but also to one's comrades, as well as to oneself. So all of this is going to be on the table. War in the ancient Mediterranean, the warrior code of the ancient Greeks, we'll get to that next week, and the warrior ethos as it plays out in our own lives.